Now we will go much farther with Mansheng from Huawei based in Shanghai. So please give your presentation with pleasure.
Okay, I think very rare people can pronounce my name well. My name is Mansheng. I'm from China, and I used to work in Latin America for 6 years, but in the past 10 years. And afterwards, I was working in the US for Huawei for the next 5 years. And just last year, I was relocated back to China. And right now, I'm working on 5G. Mr. Cardoso just to present about things about in 5G, mainly for coverage issue. And I want to talk something about the capacity. See this first chart. The left part is what are the most common, most popular apps young people are using. Now here maybe it is not the most updated one. I'm not sure how many people are using those apps called a TikTok. No, that is probably the most popular and most downloaded app in the past half year in no matter App Store or Google Play. And that is all those people probably younger than 30 years old are crazy for that app. And we all know Facebook. Facebook is just born for 14 years. And what happened? Which means Facebook right now is 14 years old, but people below 28 years old are using less and less Facebook. I started working in wireless technology 14 years ago. By then, I studied for 3G. And just 14 years passed, we worked through LTE, and right now we're coming for 5G. And all those capacity demands are driven mainly by the youngsters, by the young people. What is popular, what they are willing to do, then the capacity or the data just goes to them. And we can see in the right part, that is the Netflix increment. I think we see Netflix started from the US, of course, but their globalization just started probably 4 years ago, and they are increasing dramatically fast. And we know that for, well, in the last year, I read some reports, Netflix data occupies probably 15% of the all internet data. Of course, the other one also occupies big data is from YouTube, from Amazon Video, from Hulu in the US. That is all those dramatic video app. In China, we do have some video app as well. They also have a huge consumption of the data. So as time goes by, what will all this data go? We know that LTE is mainly boosted in the US because of Netflix. And right now, more and more people are enjoying video no matter where they are, especially on your mobile phone. So we can also remember in the past probably just a 240 by 320 the resolution. We think that's fine, that's 10 years ago. And right now we are not satisfied with 1080p. 4K is becoming a standard resolution for every single day usage. And especially when you go to, you review all this concert, you go for those football games, Olympics, broadcasting, we're enjoying 4K, and we're embracing even higher resolution in near future. But all those high resolution means higher data rate. It means it will congest your network. In the left part, that is Huawei's statistics result of mainstream Latin American carriers' data usage. All those you can see those bubbles. The bigger means the data usage per month. I hide all those carriers' name in this map. But according to our study, we found that in Chile, in Peru, some of the carrier, they're even having over 9 gigabytes per month per user. But in Brazil, the biggest country in Latin America, the DOU is just around 2 gigabytes. And what does that mean? It means a lot of users are intending to consume more capacity, but they don't have enough plan, or they don't have enough money. But what can this do to this industry? We found a lot of inspiration from a US carrier, from Asian carrier as well, because they're first introducing those bundling plan with those video OTT operator, and together also with other social media, social apps like WhatsApp, like WeChat in China. However, still, is our LTE network capacity enough already? I think probably for now we can say yes in Latin America, but also there is a no as well, because in all those capacity plateau, like the city in Rio, city like São Paulo, Santiago, Buenos Aires, those people with the dense distribution, the youngsters are also living there. They are consuming a lot of data. And meanwhile, it doesn't mean people living in rural area, they are not consuming capacity. They are not expecting capacity. And we can see in the right part, that is an example in China. We know that China has the biggest LTE network in the world. Just China Mobile have over 2 million base stations in China. But you see what happened in the past 4 years. The total data consumption for China Unicom, there are 13 times the increments. And for China Mobile, they have over 600 million subscribers. Their total data increased 5 times in the past years. But what happened for that? You see the average user perception for data rate are decreasing. And people are probably okay with what they're experiencing for now. But if this tendency goes on, they're gonna not be satisfied tomorrow. So LTE right now we have the highest spectral efficiency. We already reached the limit for LTE itself. For new technology, it will be the must to absorb more capacity, which is 5G. Fortunately, we found the polar code invented by Professor Endal from Turkey, and how we realize it into our project, into our product. Right now, we are approaching very closely to the Shannon limit, which is what we can do, technology do for the maximum capacity. And we're expecting the 5G system can goes faster globally, and to fulfill those needs for capacity quite soon. Thank you.